Bernsey, I was really, really pleased with a lot of things that happened at the Missouri Valley Championship indoors this past weekend. To me, it was a really meaningful event. I think maybe mainly because our women outperformed their form chart, which is so unusual. To be picked fourth and then finish second, only 11 points out of winning the championship. I just thought it was terrific. I was really excited about it. I felt like our men were ready to do something similar to that. It didn't happen. They were picked fourth and they finished fourth, but man, there were some great performances. I just thought that across the board, a lot of guys and certainly the women as well, obviously, had a great meet. Didn't you feel like that was prevalent there?
Oh, absolutely. It was exciting to see the women get up in there and battle for a championship. And you're picked fourth going in, and with 3 or 4 events to go, there's still a chance to make a couple point swing that could throw us into the championship position is outstanding. And that's all we can ask for as we go in as a staff, is to have our kids go in and have a spirited effort at knocking down the form chart and trying to win a championship, and they did it. They were right in there, and I thought our guys had a good meet. We didn't have a bad meet. Maybe we didn't go crazy like the women did, but heck, I think we performed exactly to our form chart of what we thought we would score, and that's good. That means they did means they did what we thought they could do. And
yeah, we're certainly aware of some teams in there that finished below where they were projected in terms of the number of points that they were supposed to score and like that. So I really came away from there with good feelings, and I felt like our team, I felt like we had great leadership from our captains, and it was really a meaningful weekend for me. I thought it was great. I was particularly impressed with those athletes that won championships. You just can't say enough about Kellen Johnson. What a fabulous weekend for her.
Yeah, it was something special, I think. I sometimes when you're watching it and you're going through it as a coach, you get excited about it, but then you all of a sudden you stop and go, man, this doesn't happen very often in someone's coaching career, to have an athlete like this. To go 16:11 in the 5K and beat a national qualifier in cross country from Missouri State by 25 seconds or something like that, to close in 2:21 for the last 800 meters of that 5,000 was incredibly impressive. Potentially that mark could get her into nationals at a conference meet, which is amazing. And then come back the next day and run 4:44 for a mile, break conference record. 16:11 was a conference record, so that's 2 conference records in 2 races. And then come back in the 3K, run 9:24, break another conference record. That just doesn't happen very often.
Very impressive.
She is a unique, special athlete, and
it just seemed to me that she was in a zone, and there was not anything going to stop her. It was really, really impressive. And I had special feelings about Jared Foley winning a championship in the 200 meters. That guy really turned his college athletic career around about 2 years ago by paying attention to the details and working hard in his training and living the life of a champion. And now he's a Missouri Valley Conference indoor champion in the 200 meters with an extremely impressive run. So that was a great effort. I was really happy for him. Chris Allen wins a championship in the high hurdles. I don't know how many people are aware, Chris kind of went through a similar thing last summer. Really turned it on, lost some weight that I didn't even realize was bad weight, but evidently it was, and he's just turned himself into a upper level hurdler and ran a terrific time, went under 8 seconds for the first time ever in the 60 meter hurdles, and won a championship, was clearly the class of the field. It was really exciting. And then for Brittany Hemphill to win a championship in the 200 meters as a freshman, I was so impressed with that. I was, and of course she also had good success in the long jump and in the 60 meter dash. Big time track meet for Brittany Hemphill as a freshman in her first Missouri Valley Championship. And Josh Crawford wins the triple jump also in his sophomore year. That guy has learned to triple jump essentially here at Wichita State and is such an explosive, dynamic athlete. I was really proud of him. So it was a great meet for a lot of our athletes. So many people could be mentioned. It was a terrific meet for lots and lots of our athletes. I think of the heptathlon guys. Justin Taylor and Chris Dickman go 2-3 in that event, and then Justin Hickey is a freshman walk-on who comes in and learns events and scores in his first ever multi-event competition in conference championship. Sasha Manuel had a rough sophomore year last year. This year as a junior has turned it around and battled up in there for second place in the hurdles with a really, really fast time. Jake Steckline, talk about that guy.
Yeah, I think of the 800 and the mile on both sides, and he goes fourth in the 800, fourth in the mile. He's run a PR of 151 and change in the during the season here in the 800, and has just established himself as an upper level Missouri Valley guy that wants to be a national level guy.
Yeah, he's going to do it. That guy's going to do it. I was happy for Kate Shockey, a top 3 finish in all Missouri Valley Conference finish in the shot put. I watched her throw, and I was really impressed with it. A lot of people may not know Audacia Moore struggled the whole first half of the track season and was out with mononucleosis, and then recovers and only has half of a track season and gets up in there and scores high finishes in both the 60 and the 200. What a great meet for Tish Brown. Jumps right at 20 feet, 19:11 3/4 in the long jump for second place. I was really proud of her. Plus, she scores in the high jump, which is not an event of hers. She's just learning to high jump, and she jumps up in there and scores. I was happy for Ian Lindstrom to jump far. He jumped out over 24 feet and finished second in the long jump and scored nicely in the triple jump. He had a good meet. Man, I was impressed with Erica Koveshi to come to the track meet and score in all 3 jumps, long jump, triple jump, and high jump. That's a first for her. I don't remember us having an athlete score in all 3 jumps like that. Our men's 4x4 goes second to a great team from Northern Iowa, a group of All-Americans up there, and our guys chased them hard, and I thought had a legitimate shot at beating those guys and really ran well. Brooke Demo goes super tough in the pole vault. And she's such a leader with that group. She decided a few weeks ago to challenge that group of women vaulters to score 5 athletes, and they did it. They scored 5 athletes out of 8 scoring positions in the women's vault. It was a great, great effort. I know you must have been proud of those 800-meter girls.
Yeah, I think of our success at this meet, and I think of all the first-time Missouri Valley scores that we had. It was amazing.
Yeah, lots of them.
We almost won a team championship on the women's side, and I bet if we go through there, we could start pulling 2 hands out and figure out how many first-time scores at the Missouri Valley meet that we had. And in the 800, it was Lauren Eck and Haley Mobley stepping up. I think they went 5th and 6th, and that was exciting. Those are 2 people that haven't scored in individual events yet, and they got up in there and proved that they're going to be a force. They're both sophomores, and they got a big future left here at Wichita State and the Missouri Valley.
Same thing with Derek Shepard, another guy on the men's side that gets up there in his first ever Missouri Valley Conference. Did not have a great season, but boy, he showed up tough at championship time and jumped up in there for a nice scoring position at the Missouri Valley meet. So we had a lot of great things happen at that meet, and it was super meaningful. It's great to be outside here today and be getting ready for the outdoor season. I know that before that happens, Kellen has got a little more running. Talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna go out to Notre Dame this weekend, and she's been dying to run a fast mile, and somewhere along the way I've managed to get her in every race that she could win by like 20-30 meters. I haven't gotten her in a race where she had to run against somebody yet, so I'm hoping that this weekend will be a fast mile, and she'll get in there and be able to chase some people, and hopefully hit the auto standard of 4:38.00, and then we can choose between the 5K and the mile. And I know Kellen's heart is in the mile right now of running the mile at nationals. So
that would be great. Yeah. That would be awesome. And so we've got a couple other people going to a couple last chance meets this weekend, but otherwise we're getting ready for the outdoor season. It's exciting. It's great to be out here, huh?
80 degrees tomorrow in Wichita.
That's right.
Love it.
Yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to have a great outdoor season if that indoor championship meant anything at all. So here we go. Transition time.
Sounds good.